25-year-old Megan Ochtmeyer is suing her former live-in boyfriend, Christopher Heath, for rent, half of a security deposit, and for the return of a video game console.
Oh, these people living together makes life so complicated. You signed a lease with him, you were going to live together. That lasted about 4 days.
A week.
Long-term relationship. And it is your claim that he owes you some of the security deposit because he didn't pay his half of the security deposit, which you lost. The landlord let you break the lease, so you want him to pay for the first month's rent and security deposit, which you put down. You also claim he took the PlayStation. This is with PlayStations. It's a couple of PlayStations. People should be embarrassed. They set up house and they fight about a PlayStation. My grandchildren fight about PlayStations. Anyway, how much was the security deposit?
$800.
How much was the rent?
$800.
Where were you working?
I work at Red Robin.
And where were you working?
Wasn't working at the time.
Yes,
so
was.
Where was he working?
Marketing Solutions.
Marketing Solutions. Does that sound familiar to you?
Yes, not when we moved in, I wasn't working there.
Yes,
When did you start working there?
I don't know the exact date.
Month.
September.
When did you move into the apartment?
February.
And you started working there in September? For the apartment?
I'd lost my job before that. There was let go before we moved in.
He worked there on and off constantly. He was there back and forth, giving up excuses why he couldn't stand working there. He's been working there on and off for years.
Are you working there now?
No.
Where are you working now?
I'm unemployed right now.
How are you supporting yourself?
Unemployment.
When did you stop working there?
Right before we moved in January.
The week after we moved in. As soon as we moved into this house, he quit. He didn't go the following week.
See, you can't argue with a woman about anything that involves memory, sir. They remember every evil deed you ever did to them. Buy them roses and flowers, bring them candy, buy them jewelry, that you can forget in a second. Every evil thing that you said or did is emblazoned in their memory forever.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand?
Yes.
She knows that you quit your job the week you moved in. When was the last time the two of you had a good time together? Do you remember?
No, I do not.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yep.
It's easy. Uncross the arms. I want you to take a look at her. Tell me what you see.
A woman?
Nice looking, articulate.
Yeah.
Looks like she's got it together, right?
Yeah.
Why in the world would she want to pay your rent? I'm looking at...
When I was with her, it was agreement. She,
What do you mean you helped take care of her kids when you were with her?
She has 3 kids that I have no relationship with. And when she was at work, when she was at school, when she went out, I was at home watching them all the time.
And what about you working at whatever Solutions?
Yeah, when I didn't work, she would take them to daycare if I had to work, if I was
Right.
at work. And then
Well,
other
you set
days
up a household, right?
Right.
Get child support?
For 2 of them, yes.
All 3 children live with you?
Yes, ma'am.
Then why would he pay half the rent and half the security deposit? See, I'm not totally unfair, right? A little bit unfair, but not totally unfair. No, don't agree with that. What you're supposed to say is you're never unfair. There are 5 people living in a house. Why would he pay for half the deposit and half of the rent?
Because that is what he agreed to.
Is that what you agreed to?
No.
Yes.
No, I wouldn't. That doesn't sound reasonable to me.
He always says my children
How many times have you let him see the children since you broke up?
I have not.
So, see what I mean? Law doesn't give him any rights at all. Why should he have to put a roof over their head? How much do you get for the children in child support?
$212 a month.
For each child?
No, for 2.
And where's the other half of the other child's support?
We have 50-50 custody.
So he's only with you half the time?
Yes, ma'am.
How many bedrooms are in this house?
4.
You got to pay your share, sir. Do you understand? I don't think you have to pay half, but you have to pay a portion of it. Now, let's get to the PlayStation. Tell me about the PlayStation.
PlayStation, she was going to get it for me for a Christmas present.
He got a camera.
No. Don't interrupt.
Okay.
We were talking about it. She said she'd get me one for Christmas. The funds weren't there, everything. It was Christmas.
She's
a lot
got
of
3
things going
children.
on. Yep.
Right.
And then she got her taxes and school money and stuff like that, and we were moving into a place, and it was one day I was at the house, and she's like, I'm going shopping for stuff for the house. I said, okay, I'm laying on the couch. She comes home after a couple hours. She comes home, sets the PlayStation on my chest, says, here, you're spoiled. I expected something in return. Happy Valentine's Day. And it was a couple weeks before Valentine's Day.
What'd you get her for Valentine's Day?
We broke up before Valentine's Day. She kicked me out on the 7th.
How old are her children?
5.
6, 4, and 3.
Yeah, 6, 4.
You see, if you didn't interrupt, I could have given him the business. But you just couldn't control yourself.
I will stop. I apologize.
How many PlayStations were in the house?
They have a PlayStation 2 with a bunch of games. They have DSs they just got for Christmas. And then the PlayStation 3 that I received.
You shouldn't be having to spend your time playing with a PlayStation, so you should be out there looking for work. Where is the PlayStation 2?
In my children's room.
And they play with it?
Yes, ma'am.
I believe that you bought it for him as a gift.
For who?
Him.
No, it was not it.
I don't think so. I think that you gave it to him exactly as he says you gave it to him. I happen to believe him. That's my prerogative. That doesn't mean if you wanted to be a nice guy, you wouldn't exchange the PlayStation 2 with the PlayStation 3 with her, since you really adore these children. Would you like to do that?
Well, the reason I got the PlayStation was for the internet, the Blu-ray, but I mean, if it comes down to it, I'm willing.
Well, I'm asking you. You said to me, I adore these children. You took care of them and everything else?
But she doesn't let me see them, talk to them, nothing, you know?
Did you really want to?
I've asked, yes. You know, we were together for 3.5 years. And since one of them was like 4 months old when I met her.
Well, that would be unkind if that's true. If you asked to see the children, she wouldn't let you. But I tell you what we do. Maybe she'll let you see the kids and just say hi if you make an exchange of this PlayStation 2 for the PlayStation 3. How would you like that?
My two oldest may like it, my youngest will not.
Will not like what?
Seeing him.
Tell me why.
Because he was mean to him all the time. He has anger issues. He's always had anger issues. My youngest told me he hated him every day.
Well, that's so interesting. And yet you stayed with him.
The deciding factor in our breakup this last time was my children.
But you stayed with him, according to you, for 3 years.
Yes.
How could you stay with a man for 3 years that your child hates?
It didn't start coming out until the last 6-7 months.
Keep the PlayStation, sir. I'm tired of her nonsense.
I have some evidence about the security deposit that I got from an $800 check in return from the landlord and cashed it same day and then filed the complaint to sue me for this on the 25th.
No, I did not.
Can I see that, please? Oh, that's interesting. Did you get your security deposit back?
No, ma'am.
So you mean this lawyer who represents the landlord is lying in this letter?
I spoke with the landlord yesterday, and he told me all proper documentation.
I have the letter. I'm asking you a question. It's easy for me to call the lawyer. Number is right here, on his letterhead. Represents the landlord. Landlord says that Miss Altemeyer received and cashed a check from you in the amount of $800 for full return of her security deposit.
The security deposit, yes. The rent that we were out, no.
The case is